I now call the General Committee meeting to order for September 24th, 2025. The meeting is being held in person and electronically in accordance with the Municipal Act. The first item on the agenda is a consent agenda, and for these items, I'll read out the title associated with the recommended motions printed on the agenda. Members of the General Committee may ask that an item be held to discuss it further. If an item is not held, the motion is deemed to be approved on consent. No further discussion of the item will take place at General Committee, and the recommended motions will go forward to the next City Council meeting for consideration. Okay, we'll go through the reports on the way. So the report of the Affordability Committee dated September 10th, 2025. Councillor Harris, that's you. Over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. Hitting it on the run. We had one public meeting. Hang on a second. There it is. For an application for a zoning bylaw amendment at property on Yonge Street. It was in Ward 8, so the questions were asked by myself. And we didn't have any members of the community there, but we had some questions from the community members that were posed prior. And the key considerations from the members really related to the parking ratio. This development was looking at a ratio that would possibly set a new low mark for parking per unit for the city. So that was an interesting item for discussion. And then similarly, the inclusion of commercial at a lesser rate than the city provision. So good meeting and looking forward to the outcomes. And that was our meeting in whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Appreciate it. And I'm going to go over to Councillor Harvey, Chair of the Finance and Responsible Governance Committee for the committee committee meeting dated September 17th, 2025.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Nuttall. At the last Finance Committee meeting, we received a report of the Investment Board dated July the 30th, 2025, which was received. We also received a report of the International Relations Committee that was dated September the 2nd, 2025, that had some recommendations in it. And then the first matter that was approved on consent was with respect to the Barrie Community Foundation International Relations Committee Youth Ambassadors Program with the Donor-Directed Investment Flow-Through Fund. And that was to have the Directed Investment Flow-Through Fund agreement with the Barrie Community Foundation regarding the International Relations Committee Youth Ambassadors Program be dissolved, and that a separate agreement be established between the foundation and the International Relations Committee Youth Ambassadors Program representatives with no reference or involvement by the city. And then we received a report in regards to requirements for the upcoming budget for the Barrie Public Library. And then we also had an open delegation from representatives from Barrie Pride concerning the annual Barrie Pride celebrations, where they were requesting a dedicated weekend be allocated to them. And related to that too, we also had a report from staff in regards to the pros and cons in doing that, and the potential impacts that it could have with conflicts with other different events that occur from year to year that are not on necessarily stagnant dates. And I know there was some very thoughtful questions asked by Councillor Kungle during that presentation, so thank you for that, and that is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Appreciate that. And so we're going to move right into the motions. FRG1, the Barrie Community Foundation International Relations Committee Youth Ambassadors Program Donor Directed Investment Flow Through Fund. Any questions or comments, or sorry, hold or not hold on that? And it's approved on consent. FRG2 is the Library Budget Requirements Policy. Any hold on that? That's approved on consent. We'll go to staff reports. DEV 037-25, Duckworth Street Parking Restrictions Wards 1 and 2. That's approved on consent. ECD 008-25, intellectual property rights, Campbell Kelly trademark. That's approved on consent. EMT 003-25, the 2025 business plan status as of June 30th. That's approved on consent. I'm going to leave the inquiries and announcements to the council meeting, which is to begin directly following adjournment of this meeting. So I'm actually going to go directly to, sorry, actually I'm going to skip through to the circulation list, then adjournment. Are there any comments regarding the circulation list from the 17th of September? Seeing none. And September 24th. Over to you, Councillor Kunkel.
Just one quick comment with respect to the circulation list, and it falls under Section B, meeting agenda specific to Heritage Barrie. Maybe just a comment out of a point of note. We had good dialogue at the Heritage meeting last night on information tied to that agenda specific to staff bringing back a list of roads and road names that are active in it and inactive that are specific to veterans and the use of our poppy to signify that. So great dialogue that we happened here. My only comment was maybe a note of encouragement from the committee. If you find in that agenda package, and happy to circulate that to council, we do have 21 inactive veteran names on our list. So it's been approved, just not selected. So for those that are in areas or regions of development, hoping those could be looked at or considered, those names, if they are selected for a neighborhood that come online, will actually have the poppy associated with their name. So sharing that just as a point of information so it's not lost as we come up to Remembrance Day and other pieces. I know decisions are usually made well in advance of when streets and neighborhoods are occupied, but definitely a lot of dialogue, good dialogue at Heritage Committee, a lot of appreciation to staff to doing that investigation. And just a call for if there's any other veterans that we know of that have not been added to our names list, that process is a public process that we can take just to connect with councillors on it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that off the circulation list. Any other items off the 24th of September circulation list? I'm seeing none, so we're going to